What's up guys? A week ago I got accepted to the Google Glass project, so I wanted to make a video on what type of applications I would like to see developed in the future and what my thoughts are on Google Glass. So without further ado, let's get started. Well, the very first thing I want to talk about is glass in itself. To me, glass is about information, but information given to you without having to do anything. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if you guys remember the video that Google released on glass. It was a person looking out the window and all of a sudden you see the icon of the current weather. Those are kind of the things that I mean by information given to you. So for example, let's say you're at a location where there's a whole bunch of restaurants. And when you're looking at the specific restaurant, it'll automatically give you Yelp reviews on that restaurant. Kind of sort of like Google Goggles. Google Goggles is an image recognition software, so Glass should be able to identify certain objects and things, so it could potentially work. The other thing I was thinking of, let's say you're looking to buy a car. You go down to a dealership. As you're looking at the dealer sign, it automatically brings up those Yelp reviews, but most importantly, when you're talking to the sales rep, let's say you're looking at the car, it'll automatically give you, depending on the radius that you specify, let's say a 10-mile radius of that car, pricing so that you can see whether you're getting a good deal or not. So that's kind of the touches that Sergey Brin was talking about, that a phone is sort of obtrusive, where, if you're talking to that sales rep, you're not going to say, hold on, let me see if you're giving me the best deal, right? You're not going to bring out your phone. But if you're talking to the sales rep and he's giving you the pricing right there in front of you and you're looking at the car, automatically Glass will tell you, this other dealership is giving that car for, $2,000 less. So you could just look at that salesman straight in the eyes and say, I'm going to go somewhere else. Let me give you an idea of exactly what I mean by that. Fontana Nissan dealership. Okay. See what kind of deals he can give me. Ah, there it is. Nice.
Hi, welcome to Fontana Nissan.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great. I see you're looking at this Z here. What do you think?
Yeah, beautiful car.
You like it?
I love it.
Good, good. You know what? Tell you what, this is our last 370Z Roadster. Right now, if you're interested, manager special is $38,500.
$38,500. Wow. And this So that was just an idea of what exactly I am thinking. Also, what about if you're looking for a used car? You look down at that VIN number, and just by looking at that VIN number, automatically a Carfax report will be given to you if you have that Carfax application installed. But it's not just about buying cars. When you're at the grocery store, imagine you're buying things, right, for your house. You need cereal, you need cheese, and as you look at the item, it knows based on your geolocation that, maybe Ralph's 1 mile down the street has that cereal for $1 less. So part of Glass is it also accepts gestures. I don't know if you guys have seen when they do something like that. Those are commands, gesture commands that you can tell Glass whether to go forward, back. So for example, if you're looking at that box of cereal, if you're going to buy that cereal, you could just say yes. Now at the end of your grocery run, it'll show you, if you would have gone somewhere else, what your savings could have been. So maybe you're looking at the list, wow, I could be saving $30. Maybe I should not buy this pasta sauce or whatever it is that you're buying. So you remember that all of this information is given to you. Or here's another idea. What about a pantry scan? So imagine you open the door to your pantry, and remember, Google Goggles, image recognition. So you sort of, for the very first time, you look at your pantry and it sort of scans everything and lets you know what you have available. Maybe you can even input a couple of information. Now, when you're ready to go to the grocery store, you open up your pantry, it knows that you're missing items. So automatically it creates a list without you having to do anything. Now you could have already created this list for you, but when you're at the grocery store, it can tell you like, hey, you're missing this item based on the pantry scan. So I think something like that would be very neat. Now, let's jump into a different category. What about health? I don't know if you guys have seen me wear that Nike Fuel Band. And I just wear it because I want to try and get in shape again. But what if certain devices and things that we wear in our body could translate information to glass. So for example, let's say a heart rate monitor. So as you're taking a jog or your walk, you can set goals. So for example, if you want to burn, let's say, 2,000 calories, as you're doing it, it can notify you, hey, you've reached your goal. Remember, without having to do anything. Or for example, let's say you are health conscious and you go to McDonald's. That's not really a good choice, but as you're eating that Big Mac, remember, image recognition, it knows the box, it knows the label, so automatically it tells you, this has 600 calories, and it starts calculating all of the different foods that you've ate throughout the day and give you a total calorie count. So that would be a very interesting thing right before you eat to kind of give you an idea of what your food intake is. Another thing I want to talk about is augmented reality. I don't know if you guys saw my video on the McLaren app, and I'll leave that link down below. It was about augmented reality. So imagine if you're looking at, let's say, billboards or a poster, it has that, three-dimensional augmented reality look. You really have to watch that video that I did to kind of understand what I'm talking about. So as you're looking at the poster, it sort of pops out and you can kind of see things, and I think augmented reality would be really neat. Another thing that I'd like to see is translate. For example, if I go to a different country, or if I'm reading a book that is not in English that I need translation, I can just look at the book or look at the poster and it automatically will show me the different types of, or it'll show me in my language the words and help me read it and understand. So I think certain applications like that would be very interesting to see being developed. Speaking of translation, what if a mechanic had schematics? Let's say he's building an engine or he's working on a specific part of a car. And as he's working on this car, the schematics are showing him what to do. So that's very useful because the mechanic is still able to use both of his hands while he's looking through his Google Glass viewfinder and being able to look at exactly what he needs to do. So these are some applications that I think would be interesting. Another one would be, as you're watching television, let's say you're, watching one of your favorite TV shows, actor profiles start appearing, or, let's say you're watching The Terminator, an old school movie, and you like those glasses, those Ray-Bans. Where can I buy those glasses? So this type of information, if it's being automatically fed to you without you having to do anything, I think is really where Google's going to nail it, because what Google's trying to do is provide you the information almost like predictive search without you having to type or say commands. So I'm really excited to be a part of the Google Glass beta test program. I can't wait to get my hands on them, and I'm hoping that developers can really maximize the use of apps. And it's just not about recording video or doing basic things. It's really about information given to you. So anyhow, guys, let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know if you guys have some ideas for Glass. Leave your comments down below. I don't know if you guys are aware, I launched a new website called thedroideffect.com. So make sure you check that out. We have a lot of articles. I've written quite a few articles in my first week, and I kind of wanted to share those out there in case you like what my content is here on YouTube. I also have a lot of other content on my blog. So make sure you check that out, and let me know what you think. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Adios.